Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sugar ladies, I present to you a ECW When I Stand 2006 DVD review. And now you're probably like, why? Why in the world are you jumping over so really weirdly? I guess you could say. Royal Rumble 2008, No Way Out 2008, WrestleMania 24, Backlash 2008, Judgment Day 2008, till Great American Bash. You get the point. We done those in chronological order, and I even said earlier I will be taking DVD requests, and I will be fulfilling your DVD requests. And if you want a DVD request that you want, particularly out of my DVD collection, my variety of choosing, I want you to give me some in the comment section below. I'll try to get as many as I can. I'm not gonna be shooting these. I'm not gonna be shooting these videos out like fast food burgers at McDonald's because I can't. I have a tight schedule. Well, I'm not gonna say I have a tight schedule because I'm not like a WWE superstar. But you know, I have a really schedule where I just do one video a day, and sometimes maybe one every other day. So anyway, thank you for giving me 53 subscribers, and you know the deal. I'm gonna pan over here to see and see if you see one you like. I'll go over to and I have some over there on WrestleManias. Alright, I'm pretty sure you get the point. We're gonna be doing ECW When I Stand. This was requested by Wrestling Gamer 23, if I'm correct. Let me just hold that right there. ECW When I Stand. Pull this bad boy out. This amazing pay-per-view that I love, and it's one of my favorite DVDs. ECW When I Stand on the cover. John Cena, the WWE Champion, and RVD, Rob Van Dam. ECW When I Stand on the side. And I'm not Canadian, just want to let you know that. I got it from a Canadian dealer, like a drug dealer. I'm just kidding. I got it from Amazon. And, yeah, we're going to read this description. It's pretty small, but, you know. With Rob Van Dam cashing in his Money in the Bank title opportunity in an arena packed with rabid ECW fans, the John Cena WWE Championship about to go extreme with a maniacal, yeah, that's how you say it. Sabu claimed Mysterio's World Heavyweight Championship in his latest reign of terror. Which duo can claim the hardcore mantle, Mick Foley and Edge, or Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer? It's the return of ECW and its special brand of violence at One Night Stand. Awesome. That gets me pumped up. WWE Championship match, John Cena versus Rob Van Dam. World Heavyweight Championship match, Rey Mysterio versus Sabu. Mixed Extreme Tag Team match, Tommy Dreamer and Terry Funk and Beulah versus Mick Foley and Edge and Lita. Kurt Angle versus Randy Orton. Boss Mahony versus Masato Tanaka. Taz vs Jerry Lawler. Full-blooded Italians versus Tajiri and Super Crazy. The Tarantula. And I love this pay-per-view because it felt like something special. In the atmosphere in Heimerstein Ballroom in New York was absolutely phenomenal. The crowd was very vibrant, and they loved these pay-per-views. And I wish they would still do these things, but you know, you have worn-out guys like Sandman and, you know, Sabu, like that. I don't know, but fans love these, and I love these. ECW One Night Stand, Disc 1. And that's barely legal, by the way. They gave me a copy of that. I have to watch that later. So we already read that. So now let's talk about the pay-per-view. First match of the night, which really wasn't a match. Jerry the King Lawler versus Taz. Now, this match wasn't a match because it was about 30 seconds long, if that. Because Jerry the King Lawler and Taz had an exchange of words when ECW went against WWE and won at Raw when they both kind of chimed together and to make one show. And Jerry the King Lawler has been calling ECW extremely crappy wrestling. And my opinion on this is that it chimed in the feud, which made it pretty good. I mean, it wasn't like amazing build-up, but it was pretty good. And Jerry the King Lawler played very well. And I didn't like Jerry the King Lawler at this time because I didn't like how he wasn't even on commentary. And this was when I was like 6, 7 years old, man. Or maybe no, I was probably like 4, 5, around that area. When this happened, so I love this. I mean, I didn't like his commentary, but I loved how Taz was kind of stepping in for ECW, which was cool. But Taz made Jerry the King Lawler tap out or give up, and then Taz went back on commentary. So it really wasn't a match, but Jerry the King Lawler played really well. He got a lot of boos as a heel commentator or tweener, I guess at the time. Second match, Kurt Angle versus Randy Orton. This is an okay match. It worked for Kurt Angle because he kept trying to put Randy Orton in the ankle lock like he did how he snapped his ankle, and Randy Orton came back to get his vengeance, although there's a pay-per-view after that called Vengeance where Kurt Angle and then would wrestle, and that'd be Kurt Angle's last pay-per-view in WWE for now, or maybe ever, I'm not sure. And, basically, Randy Orton kept getting called a cat most of the time. If you know what I'm trying to infer, you will probably figure that out in a couple of seconds. Yeah, so I think it played pretty well. It wasn't the best match, and Kurt Angle to wind up winning, making Randy Orton tap out. It was a decent match. It was kind of very slow paced. But the crowd was into it. The crowd was into this whole pay-per-view, so there's nothing much bad to talk about. Let's see. What was the third match? Oh, yeah. World Heavyweight Championship match. Rey Mysterio versus Sabu. An Extreme Rules match. And by God, this is the epitome of a great match. It was very entertaining. I was enthralled. I loved this match. And it was really fun to watch. Just to watch these two go at it. You know, Rey Mysterio with his ECW attire. But Taz called him a suck-up and people didn't like that. But this was absolutely really good. It was an amazing match. This match ended in a no contest because when Sabu DDT Rey Mysterio was standing on the table, Rey Mysterio and Sabu were both like knocked unconscious almost, and they were both kind of out of it, so they couldn't continue. The WWE doctor came in, and people didn't like that, and I was like, I wouldn't have liked it either when the WWE Doctor came in, but it was a really good match, and too bad it had to end like that. But Rey Mysterio, I love Rey Mysterio's World Heavyweight Championship reign at that time in 2006 because, you know, it just added on to his character as the underdog and how Eddie Guerrero died, and he's still in his memory and stuff, so that was good. Other matches on here, I think we had the Mixed Extreme Tag Team match, a very entertaining match in my opinion. It was very slow paced. I mean, it wasn't a wrestling match, like a wrestling match. Tommy Dreamer and Terry Funk. Terry Funk, at that time, I don't know, maybe 65 years old, maybe 61 at that time. He still did pretty good. I mean, and Tommy Dreamer did well as also, and Beulah came in, and I was like, oh god, this is gonna be great. And Lita and Beulah, they were both exchanging of words in the beginning of the match, and I was like, oh crap, this is going to be good. And Mick Foley and Edge, because Mick Foley had sold out, quote unquote, and I thought that was good, and him and Edge were teaming up, and they had both split the Hardcore Championship, and Tommy Dreamer was really mad about that, and Terry Funk was in as well, and Terry Funk as Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack both went back and forth as tag teams, so that was good, and you had that old nostalgia act, I guess you could say. One of the best parts of the match was, there were a lot of good parts of the match, and, there were just a lot of notable mentions on, there's so much stuff in this match that was, like, they told a really good story in the ring. It's pretty insane. The time when, Mick Foley, put Terry Funk in the table for the barbed wire. But my favorite spot of the match was, Edge speared Beulah, and my god, Beulah can sell anything. I think she can really sell that. She sold that spear great. And the way Edge pinned her when he put both of her legs in his face, and then he basically bounced her, humped her, which I thought was absolutely awesome and hilarious. And of course I'm going to say awesome, you're like, ew, you pervert, but you know, I thought it was really awesome. Full-blooded Italians, Little Guido and Tony Mottoloo, I guess that's probably it, Tony Mottoloo, and versus Tajiri and Super Crazy. This was a very, very good tag team match, I love this tag team match. This was very entertaining, and I enjoyed this tag team match throughout. Super Crazy and Tajiri did their job, and they did the job of Little Guido or Nunzio. He sold his part. He's a great seller, one of the best sellers of all time. Tony Mottoloo did pretty good. A very entertaining match, and Big Guido had a little spot in this. This is a good match. The full-blooded Italians would win. Oh yeah, by the way, Kurt Angle would win. Taz would win. Edge and Mick Foley and Lita would win, and no contest. So we'll just a little rundown right there. Balls Mahony versus Masato Tanaka. This was this probably not a good match on this card besides Taz Vs Jerry Lawler. Balls Mahony would wind up winning. Masato Tanaka took the worst chair chair bump I've ever seen in my life. That chair was bent in half. Ow, I was like, God, Jesus, his brains were scrambled, as Gerald would say. And now we get on to the main event. This match was really good. I enjoyed this match. RVD versus John Cena. This is obviously not the best match on the card, but it was a good main event. The crowd really wanted RVD to win, and they got exactly what they wanted. That time, you were really surprised because they're actually going with somebody different. RVD and not just going over with the same John Cena or Edge storyline. So that was awesome. And John Cena would wind up losing. They had a lot of good spots when RVD did that spinning kick when John Cena was bent down on the barricade, which was pretty good. John Cena doing the "You Can't See Me," that was awesome. RVD would wind up winning. But the thing I didn't like about here is when the referees got knocked out, and Edge came in with the helmets and stuff like that and speared him, and RVD did the frog splash. Paul Heyman counted the pin, but it's good. It's kind of a symbolism of how Paul Heyman, destroys WWE and gets the 1, 2, 3 count, which was pretty awesome, pretty epic. And notable mentions when Eugene came out right before the match, and the announcer was like, "WTF?" And I'm like, what now? What is this character what's gonna happen now this time? So then Eugene cuts a promo, and he gets the crowd so stirred up, and then Sandman comes out and just yanks, he just tears apart Eugene with a Singapore cane. So yeah, this is a great pay-per-view. I recommend anybody who does not have this, pick this up right away. I don't care how much it is. Go find it and just buy the heck out of it. Anyway, that's me, Codebreaker 146. That's it. Like this video and subscribe, but if you don't have to, if you don't want to, and thank you for subscribing if you're already subscribed, and Codebreaker 146. Thank you for watching. Peace.